Welcome to Live from Jacksonville. I'm your host, Amadeus. This is the last episode for 2025. I launched the previous episode one day before Daly's Place made a huge announcement. I'm sure you know by now, but Jonas Brothers are coming to Daly's Place on Tuesday, December 30th, like this December 30th. After that, there's nothing scheduled at Daly's in 2026 due to the construction of the Jaguars Stadium of the future. Tickets are available for that Jonas show at dailysplace.com. If you haven't made plans for New Year's Eve yet, let me highly recommend the New Year's Eve countdown at Citri San Marco. This is Jacksonville's hottest new event venue. There's a link to purchase tickets on the Live from Jacksonville Facebook page. Okay, let's talk about shows coming in the new year. The Florida Theater kicks off 2026 with the Elvis Birthday Bash on January 3rd. Mania, the ABBA tribute, hits the Florida Theater on January 13th. January 14th, it's the incredible Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Comedian Tig Notaro on January 17th. FloridaTheater.com for details and tickets. ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena has Barry Manilow on January 12th. Barry claims this is his final tour, so see him while you can. Those tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com. Don't they always come back for one more? And the Thrasher Horn Center has Chris Jansen on January 17th, thcenter.org for those tickets. Five has a show that I'm really excited about coming Friday, January 16th. It's Electric Avenue, the 80s MTV experience. If you grew up in the 80s and love that music like I do, this is a must-see. 5jacks.com for tickets. Okay, now let's talk about Citri San Marco. Their New Year's Eve countdown party is, of course, Wednesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. It's 1842 Kings Avenue, and there are two ticket prices. One includes dinner and starts at 7:30 p.m. The other pretty much just the party. That starts at 10 o'clock and goes, of course, till after midnight. I mentioned that Citri had a huge kickoff event last month. I was able to go along with my former morning show co-host, Eden Kendall, and we got to sit down with a few people from the event, including owner and president of PRI, Randy Goodwin. What are you calling this event?
We actually birthing this event for the first time. We're calling it the Jacksonville Event Industry Reception.
Okay, we're at the Jacksonville Event Industry Reception.
First one ever.
At Citri, which is a building that used to be like the Florida Cracker Cafe.
Right.
And then some horrible restaurants that I went in once and never came to again.
Okay, I don't know, but okay.
And so it's right across from your offices.
Yes, right across from
the
PRI.
first big event you had here was a birthday party for one of your employees, and I got fortunate enough to be invited and had such a great time. I had the worst hangover the next day. Luckily, I live close enough to Uber in and out.
There you go.
So just tell us about this building and what you plan to do.
Well, right across this, when the restaurant sort of shut down, they were trying to figure out what to do with this, and so I wound up having a conversation with them. So ultimately, I sort of bought into this whole thing to where now we're going to call it an event venue. It's a very unique type of business. So we pretty much had to change some of it to lose that restaurant feel to bring in that event feel. And so we were going to have like this grand opening. So the party you're referring to was actually before we were officially saying it. To me, this is the grand opening.
Oh, okay.
This is just introducing everyone. We've already done several events here. People that were just hearing we're doing this, so therefore they were already calling. So they've already had several events here. But now we're booking really fast. And so it was going to be a little grand opening. We were thinking, okay, we'll get like 30, 40 people together to understand it. Then it turned into the fact that we were going to grow a little bit to not just people, our clients, and it turned into vendors, and then it turned into community leaders and everything else. And so the thing grew and all stuff. So we're going to expect somewhere between 700 to 800 people.
Whoa!
Right? Tonight?
Yes, it's crazy, and it just took flight.
Of all the things you just said, I heard there were two events that I was not invited to.
He was counting them down. That's incredible. So what kind of events have you already booked?
Well, we've had several ones where they've the ones that were already here where people like, we had it set up like a theater sort of seating where they would have like their meetings, and they would have some staff and some company meetings would be here, some association meetings here. We've had some weddings and wedding receptions already here.
Wow.
And now we're having a lot of corporate Christmas parties. We already booked some of those, and we haven't even put that out. We weren't planning on doing that until today, but we've already booked several Christmas parties that are actually going to be here. So we have some of the people in the community, some of the notable names, companies that are already inquired that are getting on the schedule. So I don't think this is going to, this is just one small part of what makes up now PRI. I mean, this is we go into a lot of venues. This is just another option, okay?
All I
heard was there were 2 wedding receptions that I wasn't invited to.
I know, that's all you heard. So when PRI's name is attached to anything, there's an expectation, right? So people know it's going to be kind of a wonderland. It's going to be a little more than what the normal event is.
My whole life, I would always have Christmas parties. It all started just personal, then it just turned into the company. Then I started a company, and it grew. Just before COVID was the last Christmas party we had at our house. We had 1,700 people come to my house.
Whoa!
It was a wonderful Christmas party. I brought together a lot of the same type of group, and COVID sort of made that, and it just hasn't come back. So when word got around that we're doing this is what's fascinating, and this is how I think that the entire community doesn't know is how much the event industry knows the event industry. Mm-hmm. So in the end of it, we have over 50 different organizations or individuals that sing or perform that are helping us out make today happen. And they're all doing it just to be part of this. And this is, so that's why you're going to have some unreal sort of entertainment, the food experience. Chef's Garden is our partner in this. They're doing like all this food just to be part of all of this. They're doing all the service. We have stilt walkers, we have characters, we have people that's hanging from chandeliers.
I can't wait for
what
that.
You're seeing from that. We wound up having I don't want to keep mentioning all the sponsors like Tom Bush. They're giving us. We're doing carpool karaoke. There is so many different entertainers. I mean, I don't even know how to even start explaining it all. But there's a lot of partners making this happen.
So you had a Christmas party and didn't invite me?
This was before COVID, but yes.
Also, what's going to happen with the green screen, Randy? What's that for?
That's the carpool.
That's the carpool karaoke.
So you
wait, what?
So you'll get inside the car.
Yeah.
And then you'll carpool karaoke, and on the green screen will be what's happening behind you, the road and all that stuff.
No
last
kidding?
night we walked through and I called Randy like the Willy Wonka of Jacksonville because it's all like this magical stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know that even if you think you've seen it all, you'll see something new.
Well,
you came last night and you know about
that's sort of what today is about. Someone when you're saying you're going to see some new stuff. So that's what I challenge my staff to do is to pull creativity, pull something new, do some of the same stuff but do it differently. So one of the things that you're going to see, we went out and we bought these 3 sort of shipping containers. And I turned it over to my event producers, led in that sense on the creativity with Leah Adams, one of my vice presidents. And I said, here's your budget, go crazy with it. So we literally bought some brand new shipping containers, and you got to see them. They're all just definitely inspiration, just creativity. But that's one example that I'm just trying to say. Show the creativity, show the technology that has actually grown so much and the things that's been added to our inventory. So it's a showcase of what we feel. We're very active in the industry to a lot of people that are in and out of Jacksonville, things that we see, and how can we bring this to Jacksonville? You're going to see so much of that tonight, and I think you're going to see a lot of this at some of the events in Jacksonville in the near future.
Can I tell her about a couple of the containers?
Yes.
So one of them, Eden, is a silent disco. So it's just a container, and then there's a DJ on top spinning the music, and then you grab some headphones and you go in, and it's like a disco. It's total 70s disco.
In one of these containers here.
Right here. And then in another one, it's a rage graffiti where you put on this like a lab suit, and you go in with paint, and you just like let out all your rage with paint, and it looks like it's going to be so much fun.
That is
going to be cool.
I don't know how much time you all have allotted for this, Randy, but I want to know, has there ever been something that someone has brought to you and you're just like, I don't know how we're going to pull it off, and then you just make it happen? I mean, does anything stand out to you, the most outrageous thing of recent times?
Well, yes, but the more that I don't get it when you first say it, the more interested I am. Like right now while you're talking, a balloon mascot just walked by. A mascot made out of all balloons that's just walking by. So what I'm saying, when I hear things, of course, I have a normal reaction that everybody else would have. And like, oh, that's different.
Right, of course, yeah. But,
and then you Willy Wonka that shit.
Yeah.
So we have a guy that actually bought one of these, a new Tesla, the ones that have those sort of, what do you call them, wing doors, the flight doors. And he's driving up from Orlando because he totally just gutted out the whole thing and make it like a disco. And that's going to be parked out front here. And he's driving it up from Orlando. He's a good friend of ours.
Wow.
So we have some people, the new state-of-the-art sort of LED walls, the dance floor is going to be inside. And so there's just a lot of new things that are in the industry. Technology is changing so fast. We have these new, that are brand new to us, the really high-end sort of Panasonic PTZ cameras that are all going to be scattered around. So when you see our 27-foot world's first 27-foot wide mobile LED wall built in a trailer. For it to be any larger prior to that one, it had to be on like a semi-truck. So this was the very first one that we ordered from Poland that came over. And that's where we're showing what's going to be happening out here. And then all the cameras are all around the entire location that they're just going to switch, and you're going to see things from everywhere.
Who are you? Like, what?
He's a mad scientist.
He is. This sounds
But
amazing.
You also are big on surrounding yourself with a lot of creative people.
Oh my gosh, the staff. I throw out what I want to do in concept, and then they come up and tell me what we actually can really do with this, or they know people and they call people. That's why all these other partners are coming in and helping make this happen. But there are the staff is extremely creative. Not everyone, a lot of people don't call saying I'm calling PRI for creativity. It turns into that. They call because it's a gathering of people they need to hear, they want to see, they want you to feel some way, they want to recognize, honor, inform, whatever it is, and it turns into creativity. It doesn't always start out that way. And so that's what I'm thinking everybody's going to see tonight. So my goal is, just like our Christmas parties, even a year or two from now, some of y'all are going to still bring it up to me and talk about this one night. Hopefully I can keep doing it.
Particularly if they get left off the list.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Amadeus will never let it go.
I need to be at everything.
We have worked, so that is tough, by the way,
sure
because you're
tough.
recognizing the amount of people that we met. I mean, I've been here. I've been working out of the same building since 1981, years before I ever started my company. So I feel like I know a lot of people in the community, and of course, all these people that work at PRI know a lot of people. But you lose contact, you lose phone numbers, you lose emails, and then we keep trying to pull all that stuff back together in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and then you're chasing them down, and then we use this thing called paperless post. You've heard about it?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard about it for the first time, okay? Because apparently this is a thing for like baby showers or whatever. Right? That's what people do for personal stuff.
Oh, yes.
This is how we send it out. So it's a great idea, wonderful thing. We got to get the world to understand this is also why I'm connecting with individuals, because they're trying to understand. I don't understand. So you got to click to be able to see, and that's how we're connected. But we weren't getting a whole lot of certain ones in there saying, I want to be there. So you were invited. But they didn't open up their so we had to follow up with that. But you got some serious, we got bank presidents, we got people that actually are CEOs of hospitals all coming. We got people from the Jaguars, people from the Gator Bowl, people from that Sporting Jacks is going to be here, people from the city, people from ASM and now Legends. I mean, there's so many different people that make events happen, or people that just put on major events are going to be part of this whole event.
I think I told you, Eden, recently that Randy and I were at the first home game for the Jaguars preseason, and we were talking about, I think you kind of started this around the same time Eden and I got into radio in the early 90s in WAPE.
I was out of it by then, okay?
Well, you were out of
You were
radio.
out of radio, but you were
yes.
doing
But
this.
you were doing this.
Yours was a name we knew.
Yeah.
1994.
Yeah,
and we-
same time.
We've kind of been watching each other's careers, and it's so exciting to see how you're still excited at what you do. Like, that's exciting. And that you just learned something new, and that you're surrounding yourself with people, and you're not afraid to be like, teach me. I love that.
Okay. Well, I'm not the same age as I was when I started.
None of us are.
And I still love it. You're right. Because at this point, a lot of people my age have already, when are you going to retire? When are you going to start?
That's
and
a
I'm
big
like,
question.
I don't have hobbies. I mean, because as a regular business owner, when you start, I mean, your whole life is this.
Right.
And in the end of that, I've surrounded myself with all of this. So in the end of it, I love my leadership that's taken this company, which is like Nika Negron, Mallory Bourne, Leah Adams, and I have some great senior directors and directors. I'm like, we can keep doing this, and I'll keep doing this forevermore. I have no desire to really retire. But
Hell yeah, baby.
Y'all got to help me, because I can't work all night long like I used to years ago. I got to get a nap in.
We're the exact same person, Randy. Because my mom's always like, when are you going to retire? And I'm like, Mom, what am I going to do? This is what I love.
It's still fun.
If I can do this till I'm 100, I would love it.
I think the truth is I'm never going to stop, but I can't do the same level of intensity that I once did. But I can have short times that I'm all into this, like I am here today. But trust me, when they're all striking this thing tonight and tomorrow and stuff, I mean, I'm going to be in Asheville by like 10 o'clock tomorrow. We have offices in Asheville, North Carolina. And so I'm going to be up there by tomorrow morning having meetings.
With the CEO hat on.
They'll all be here striking all that. I can't. But when I was smaller, I mean, I was at every event.
Right.
Life was different back then.
Well, thank you for inviting us to be a part of this. I can't wait to share this podcast with everyone so they know, the podcast is called Live from Jacksonville, and this is Live from Jacksonville right here.
And people listening right now may not even know that they have been to many events that were powered by PRI Productions.
For example, a Jacksonville Jaguars game.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I've been very, very, very blessed tremendously that I got to be part of the Jacksonville Jaguars on the very first week of PRI Productions. I was involved already.
Wow.
And I've been a part of, so we were actually the support team that does their game day production when you go to the games. And we still help on the fan entertainment zone and stuff. And oh my God, I love it. I'm a fan. I love it. I just love the fact that as my company grew, I actually now, when kickoff happens, I actually get to sit on my seat and be a fan. I love that, but I still love being behind the scenes, doing whatever the Jaguars want to do to continue to develop our fan base, which is doing great.
Well, thank you for all that you do for Jacksonville, all that you're going to do, and all the events you're going to be inviting me to. And I'm
going to invite you to the strike tonight when we.
No, I got to be up at 3:30 in the morning. Actually, you have some other people you want me to talk to, right?
Yes, I do.
Who do I have coming up?
I'm going to talk to a couple people so I can bring them over. But actually, Chef's Garden is one of our main partners tonight. For all they're doing an amazing job. They cater so many major events in here. They're one of our main partners in putting this on. I want to bring over maybe somebody that's just sort of helping out in some different areas. I might bring over one of my vice presidents. Let you just talk to them for a second.
Awesome.
But I could look around and bring you some pretty amazing people.
Well, I'm not surprised. Well, thank you for kicking this off with us.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We're joined right now by Liz Ernest from Chef's Garden, and you are, I guess, in charge of all the food here tonight?
Yes.
Give us a little bit of background on Chef's Garden.
Well, Chef's Garden just celebrated its 24th anniversary.
Congratulations.
I started it when I was 44, empty nest syndrome. Thought it was going to be a hobby, but it is a great hobby now.
That's what Randy was just talking about, how his life is his hobby, and we love it so much.
Yeah. It's a great business. It's a fun business.
He was raving on you, and I said, I can look at you and see how accomplished you are, and here's why. Because you don't look like you are dropping a bit of sweat. You look beautiful and put together, and I know that means you have a staff you trust implicitly, that you have the planning and the experience that goes into putting on an event like this without having to even bat an eye when the night of the event goes on. And is that how you feel right now, even though you're serving so many people?
That's very kind of you to say. And I am in business with my daughter and my son-in-law. He's our executive chef. The three of us just work well together, and we take turns getting out there and making sure everything's done. Jennifer actually just got back from out of town this morning from a catering conference, so I've been the lead on this, which has been fun. And I love working with PRI. Who doesn't?
I know, they're so great. Tell us more about the business. Who all do you cater to and for?
We cater to everyone. We're fortunate enough to be inside the Cummer Museum of Art and Gardens exclusively, and we have the cafe there. We also do a lot of the major fundraisers and a lot of people that make things happen in the city, but we cater to everyday people just like I am. And, if they want us to serve them, we're most happy to. We also have meal delivery, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and that kind of thing.
Oh.
So people are able to call us and not actually have a full catering, but just have a great meal delivered.
How does it work? You said, to everybody, and you don't have to be like in corporate America or be putting on a wedding. You can actually be throwing a party at your home. How does it work for somebody like, let's just say, for example, Amadeus here wanted to throw a party and his friends are coming. And do you sit down and plan a menu based on his likes, or does he reach out to you because he already knows what your specialties are? Do you meet in the middle somewhere?
Well, it's a little bit of both. We've never done any advertising really, so it's all word of mouth. But if you came to me and said, I want to throw a party, I would talk to you and find out what your vision is, what your likes are, because really it needs to be about you. Mm-hmm. It needs to show who you are and not what we want to do.
So you can fry chicken.
We can fry some chicken.
We can fry some chicken.
And you can cook some grits.
And we can cook some grits, let me tell you.
Or awesome. If you were doing somebody's event that was a little bit more frou-frou,
absolutely.
You could go that way.
So we are very accomplished in fine dining. We can do anything from a drop-off to a buffet, to a plated dinner, to a plated dinner with synchronized service. So
that is so much fun. I used to go to some wine tasting with an old boss of ours, and I loved, I guess you call that synchronized serving, where things come out with the wine, you explain the wine, you get the meal, and I love that long dinner process.
So synchronized service is actually where the whole table is served at the same time.
Oh, so I have no idea what I'm talking about.
But yes, it does include wine.
Perfect. That's all I wanted to know. Well, before we let you go, tell us what's going to be happening here tonight.
Oh my gosh. So this is going to be so fun. So we have a milk and cookies guy who's going to be near the stage, and he's going to be dancing, and the milk is a white chocolate martini with a cookie. And he's dressed, look for the milkman, because that's what he's dressed as.
We will be looking for the milkman, for sure.
We have some strolling pretzels with on a umbrella with the Morton's girl. We have some food stations set up too. We have Oysters Rockefeller. We have steak and Fritz.
I love the idea of the Morton salt with the pretzels.
I just love all
so
of
much
it.
Fun.
Food is fun.
So we have two people coming through with different skis that are serving soup, and they'll be in costume. So we love to get into the theme of the party
and just make it
happen.
Fun.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well,
it's like every amazing bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah I've ever been to in my life.
Exactly.
On steroids.
So,
on super duper steroids.
So we don't want it to be just for kids. We want to have the fun
well,
too.
that's literally what I was referring to. It's like these are the kind of things I always think, why can't I go to a party where it's a martini instead of a hot chocolate? That's perfection in my mind.
Well, you can. We'll have to get you on all the lists.
Okay.
I've already been put off all the lists, so now she's going to be put on all the lists.
I'll be your +1 when you work your way back into the list.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and have a great night tonight.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thank
great
you.
to talk to you.
You too. All right, we're joined right now by Nico Negron. Tell us your position again here at PRI.
I'm the Vice President of Business Strategy and Logistics.
So you're really the man. I mean, we had Randy on a few minutes ago, but you're the man.
I try to do my part. We all do our part, and that's what makes the magic sauce. So.
How long have you been with PRI?
14 years.
And so did you start out in the position you're in, or tell me about the process of working your way up here?
Yeah, I worked my way throughout the company. So when I first started here, I actually was like, I want to shadow and see what Derek Eaton, one of our C-level executives, did. And so I went to an event with him and helped him set up, and I really loved the work that he was doing. And so I said, I would love to work for the company. They brought me in as a contractor. I was actually washing dishes and folding linens, and I started the first inventory system here at PRI. So
what a climb.
I want to ask you, and first of all, that is a great takeaway for anyone listening right now who ever thought, this work is beneath me. Nothing's beneath you if you have aspirations to grow within a company. But what is the most outrageous thing in your inventory? Because your inventory is bonkers.
Yeah, we have farm animals. We have...
Wait, literally?
Yeah, we have giant pigs.
Okay.
We have cows. We have
I thought maybe there was a farm somewhere with real farm animals.
No, but I guarantee you we can get one.
I'm sure you can.
If you need it, we can get it.
It's funny because when I was walking on the back porch, the big I Love Jacks, I was thinking about, like, there's a warehouse somewhere that this goes in, and there's no telling what in the world is in that warehouse.
Yeah, if you dream it, we can come up with it. We have some great artists on the team who build it from scratch too. So,
Nico, how quickly could you put your hand on something if we said, "Oh yeah, do you know where we keep that giant hot air balloon?" Blah, blah, blah. You would know instantly as the person who created the inventory system.
Our system is pretty good. So overall, yes, we know where it lives. In our warehouses, we have, I think, over 8 buildings, and we have inventory throughout. So, yes, we can figure it out within probably 15, 20 minutes.
I was just reminded when I first started in radio, Eden, you may remember this, our boss sent me to Atlanta to work with, remember Leslie Fram?
Sure.
And she's a radio legend, and her producer told me, everyone in the world is 2 phone calls away. You just have to know who to call first. And I feel like you're the guy to call first. Like, you're that guy.
Yeah, if you call me, I mean, I definitely will figure it out, and we'll get get you to the right person and get the ball moving for sure.
Okay, let's talk about tonight's event. When you were first approached about it, was it Randy that first told you about it?
Yes.
So what was going through your mind?
Randy is the creative. He's the visionary behind many things. 30 years in Jacksonville. I think he's known for his parties. So we've done his famous Christmas parties. We've done Dreams Come True, or Dream Day with Dreams Come True. And so throughout the years, we know what to expect. We know that it's going to be big. If he puts his name behind it, if PRI puts our name behind it, we're going to come correct and make sure that everybody has a great time and sees something unusual that they may have not seen before.
I think I can speak for Eden as well when I say we're sick of hearing about this Christmas party that we have not been invited to yet.
I'm not. I want to hear more. I want to hear more.
So tell us a little bit about the different. I just took Eden for a little walk around the different stations here at this event tonight.
Yeah, so we have lots of partners, and some of the things are our own as well, but we have carpool karaoke with the green screen where you can drive along through Jacksonville and sing your favorite songs.
Now, is that something that you get a video of later?
Yes.
Can people...
Yep.
Stop.
You scan a QR code and it goes to your phone instantly.
Why are we still sitting here?
I know we're going to be doing it a little later. Is there any Duran Duran in there? I hope there is.
Whatever you want. I'm sure they can figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we've done some creative pods. We got some shipping containers. And, we said we can create anything out of any space. And so we just threw some ideas at the wall. And so you can go into Greece and you can go get an IV drip and chill out with the sand that we brought from the beach for you.
Wow.
So we have a rage room where people will go over there and throw paint at a white canvas. And then at the end, we'll see what the art comes out to be. But you name it, it's just creative.
And you didn't mention the silent disco, which is my favorite pod. It sounds like so much fun.
Yes, you usually can catch me there towards the end of the night.
I love watching people who are dancing to silent disco music because you just have no idea. Or sometimes when it's on two different frequencies and people are like trying to...
Yeah.
Nobody knows what anyone's listening to.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, there's different channels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. I thought everyone was always listening to the same thing.
No, you could be vibing to something really slow and groovy and... person's going.
It's actually fun to watch too without the headphones. You hear
That's
people shouting out loud all their
Yes.
different songs. You're like, what is happening right
Yes.
now? It's so much fun.
We were on our way to that room where they're going to be making floor arrangements
Yes.
when we stopped and started talking to you. Can you tell us about that room? Because it looks really, really fun. I worked in produce at Publix for many years, and I was in charge of the floor department for a while. So I had to go learn how to make floor arrangements. So I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, we have our lead designer, Darlene Parker. She's incredible. She makes up all the arrangements for our events, and so today we will see the magic sauce behind it, and so people can pick their flowers, get their container, and put it together, and so see the magic behind the events and the centerpieces.
Such a cool idea.
Yeah.
And then I haven't even been inside yet. What's going on inside?
Yeah, so we have DJs and photo booths, and it's the ultimate club space inside. So for people that rent their space, it's great for cocktail hours and holiday parties and you name it. So.
And then lastly, the thing that I think my friend Gary told me is can you get a shave and a haircut here tonight?
Yes. Yes.
Is that true?
Stop it.
We have a barber here on site for you to get fresh and clean, just in case you weren't ready. And you always got to stay ready.
Anything is possible with PRI.
That's
anything.
amazing.
Well, thank you for taking a few minutes to chat with us. We are so looking forward to everything kicking off and just enjoying the night.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to have you guys out here.
This is fun.
Yeah, thanks, man. As I mentioned earlier, this event happened about a month ago, and I hadn't heard these interviews since the night we recorded them, and I had so much fun listening and remembering what an amazing event that was. I hope you guys enjoyed too. Citri San Marco, that's the new event space in Jacksonville. If you have a wedding coming up or any kind of corporate event or anything you need to book, check out Citri San Marco, 1842 Kings Avenue. You can call PRI Productions to schedule an event or whatever. Don't forget their New Year's Eve countdown is happening New Year's Eve. 2 different price points. I'll have all that information on the Live from Jacksonville Facebook page. Happy New Year, you guys. I'm going to be diving into our toy drive at our radio stations for the rest of this year. And then I'm off to Palm Springs to see Duran Duran on December 30th. So you guys have a great holiday and a happy new year. We'll talk to you in 2026.